I think he just.
I'm sorry. Episode 8 is going to be fantastic.
It already looks like shit.
You get out. Leave the call.
You know what? Hey, you know what? As much as I would love to see The Last Jedi, I'm afraid I already saw the version that came out 30 years ago.
Oh. Kyle Katarn died for those movies. I hope you know that. I hope you're happy. Because it wasn't worth it.
Yes. Miles is happy because he loves to kill people.
I was talking to everyone.
Everyone? I didn't feel like you were talking to me. You didn't say my name. You don't know me.
I didn't say anyone's name, to be fair.
The worst thing to type right now.
Oh, by the way, like, I know this is gonna be old news by the time this video comes out, but apparently Disney's not happy with all...
Oh, dude. Disney was pissed. Holy shit.
Oh.
He wasn't happy with what?
Oh, by the way, a little bit of schadenfreude for you. It was Disney's idea to shut down LucasArts and give the Star Wars license to EA.
Oh,
yeah, no. I thought that was just a... I thought that was like a secretly... I thought that was like a secretly evil business doing business with an openly evil business. I didn't think that Disney actually expected them to actually do the Star Wars series any justice.
I don't know. I think they just saw... I think they saw the Battlefield series and thought, hey, let's make a Star Wars version of this.
Yeah, no, it like very clearly, no one involved in this decision actually played a video game before. Because like, if Disney even had one gamer in that boardroom meeting, they would have said, no, not EA, anyone but EA, please.
And then, no, there wasn't a gamer because, they're all businessmen.
Yeah, precisely. And, like, journos are trying to cover for them, saying things like, they should actually...
And then the state of Hawaii got involved and said, yeah, you know what? This is fucking gambling.
Yeah, no.
They even went
Australia.
No, it's Hawaii.
I thought Australia said that.
Oh my god.
They even went as far as to compare Star Wars to Joe Camel.
Oh yeah,
because the idea is that they're selling gambling to kids.
Yeah.
And we're recording this on Black Friday, and I've been seeing pictures on Twitter of, like, the shelves at, like, Target, Best Buy, whatever, and the shelves...
They're all barren, except for one section. The
Battlefront 2
section.
No way, you're lying to me.
No, there's pictures on Twitter. Just look at Slacker and my timelines. We have them.
I'm going on your Twitter right now. I'm gonna retweet it. It's gonna be lit.
Oh my god! Like, there's
no, it's not gonna be deleted. It's just normal people going saying, "Hey, look what I found! A bunch of shit."
Hey, remember Battleborn?
No.
Okay, well, Battleborn was a video game that Gearbox... Actually, you know what? Gearbox... The difference between EA and Gearbox is that every once in a while, EA slips up and makes a good game. Gearbox just fucks up everything they touch.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. EA doesn't even make a good game every once in a while. That's Ubisoft.
I don't know. Well, to me, Ubisoft...
No,
Ubisoft is the one... To me, Ubisoft makes... Every other game from Ubisoft is decent. Activision is every third game. With EA, it's like one every 12 games. Not even that, probably.
Not even.
Like, I think the last...
No, Ubisoft... But to be fair, Ubisoft... they've kind of abandoned it, but the Rayman games were fucking amazing when they were still making those.
Yeah, I kind of wish they made...
They did the Mario Rabbids crossover, which actually isn't terrible.
Yeah, like, I will give Ubisoft credit.
South Park and the Fractured But Whole.
Yeah, Ubisoft
has
actually...
awesome.
I just say
what you want about Ubisoft, at least they try.
Yeah, no, like for the.
I've even
it'll
been
be out
hearing
by
good
now.
things about Assassin's Creed Origins, which after
Yeah,
that
I'm
It was,
trying
it was
to
made by
watch.
no, it was made by the same team who made Black Flag, so the combat is actually good.
yeah, I guess they actually did something with that year off.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? They just threw the money at strippers. I don't know what you're talking about.
No, that's the execs.
That's
They're the
right.
ones who throw money at strippers.
Okay, so
That
I think I've
That's
talked.
sad.
Okay, so remember like 10 seconds ago when I said Gearbox fucks up everything they touch?
Yeah.
At least EA's CEO isn't a lolcow.
Oh yeah. Oh, did you hear what they said about Borderlands 2, the game in the series that had the best story?
What?
Yeah.
Most of the best parts of that game were ad-libbed. Anthony Birch had nothing to do with making that story good.
And any of the quote-unquote jokes he just stole from Reddit.
Well,
Yeah. No, like especially Handsome Jack, who has the most dialogue in that game by far. He ad-libbed most of that. One of the most famous lines in the game, Buck Stallion. That was all ad-libbed.
But Stellan's amazing. Well, she's amazing. Yes, but Stallion as a she.
I'm not sure if I've said this on recording before, but I did post it as a Facebook message, and I will reiterate it till the end of time. Anthony Birch is the guy who's so bad at writing that he created a quote-unquote mascot character in the form of Claptrap. And he was supposed to be the funny sidekick. He was so reviled that in Borderlands 2, he was made to take the piss. But everyone still hated him because he still wouldn't shut the fuck up and still wasn't funny. So in the pre-sequel, they just made him a character and he gets next to no lines of dialogue. He finally shuts the fuck up. Anthony Birch made that character. He's still employed, I think.
No, he's not employed by
he's
Gearbox
not.
anymore.
That's right. He got fired because he's
I
shit
think-
at his job.
If he's still the last time I heard about him, he was employed by Rocket Jump.
Remind me who that is?
They're the guys who they're the YouTube channel.
Oh, I know who you're talking
Freddy,
about now.
it's that
Yeah.
YouTube channel that Freddie Wong operates.
Oh, I haven't looked at their stuff in years.
Yeah, he was on. They made a show with Hulu, and Anthony Birch was one of the writers on it.
Dear God. I hope no one watched it. I would feel sorry for them.
Ba-ba.
Fairly weak comedy writing, aka Neon Cabaret.
I just hear a bunch of like male and girl voices just yelling. It's quite random. Wow! Wow!
So yeah, Gearbox.
What are they even doing right now? Do they have any games up for release?
Okay, true story. I was really excited about We Happy Few when they first announced it. I felt it was really interesting. I was even ready to actually buy it.
During early access.
And then I found out it was $30 and said, okay, I'll wait for it to go on sale. And then they decided to get it published by Gearbox.
Oh,
then
that's a smart.
And then
You tried.
they jacked up the price, and now nobody wants to play it.
I wonder why.
Yeah!
Wait, are there Gearbox doing the Borderlands series or?
Yeah.
Dude,
they're still
Borderlands is
doing
the
it.
only good thing they've ever made, and that's because they fucked up and accidentally made something good.
I would 100% believe that most of Borderlands was a mistake.
It's like the entire Borderlands franchise is like springtime for Hitler.
Oh, yeah.
Like, they got everything wrong, and yet it ended up horribly right.
They're working on Borderlands 3 right now.
They got the worst writers, they got the worst voice actors, they got the worst programmers. Where did they go right?
I'm genuinely. Oh, right. Speaking of free-to-play multiplayer games, Battle.Right just went free-to-play, and I've been playing it with my brother a lot, and it's actually really awesome. Funny story about that game, Battle.Right. A few years back, there was actually a game called Bloodline Champions. It was kind of like a League/Dota-esque game, except without minions and towers. So it was just a giant free-for-all in an arena.
Alright, finish your story, because I have another story to add on top of that, about League.
Okay. Anyways, yeah, so Bloodline Champions, my brother and I enjoyed that, but the player base was really small. A few years later, we find out that they're making a spiritual successor called Battle.Right. And I managed to get 2 beta keys, one for my brother and one for me. And yeah, now we play a bunch of Battle.Right together. And it's free to play, so you should buy it. Or not even buy it, because you don't have to buy it anymore. You should download it and play it. And add me on Steam if you want to play with me. You can tell your League story now.
Alright, so I don't know if you've gotten any ads for League of Legends lately, but they're awful.
Are
Keep
they?
on.
Because their CG department used to be like really fucking good.
Like, I'm not expecting that, because here's the thing, it's all, I have no idea what the hell the direction was, but like, at least 2 of them are like internet quality flash animations. Like,
oh yeah, they really toned them down.
He doesn't watch my videos, so I can probably say this, but they look like Herbifer animations.
Oh.
I mean, Curb's a talented guy, but not when it comes to art. I'm sorry, man.
Jeez. Brutal. Are you gonna take that line down, man?
Oh, he's gonna take it because he never responds.
Say what? Who?
I guess that's what we should
stop.
do.
Get off your fucking phone and watch
I was
the
too
movies.
busy memeing.
You're too busy memeing about our retweets about Battlefront 2, or as I like to call it, Star Wars Battlefield.
It was about the bike cuck.
I don't like to call it Star Wars Battlefield because that's basically what it is.
Yeah, no, it doesn't deserve
If it was Star Wars Battlefield, wouldn't that be kind of better what it is than what it is now?
No, because it'd be the exact same game.
It's the at least it would have a more honest name.
Yeah, no, at least it'd be more honest. That's all I would give it.
Battlefield is just not Battlefield. Battlefront's just hopeless.
Yeah. Like, if you want to play Battlefield 2, it's available on Steam for pretty cheap because it's an old game.
Yeah. Actually, a tweet that I absolutely love lately is that somebody who was trying to defend the microtransactions was like, yeah, let's bring AAA games back to the PS2 games. And someone's like, huh, bring it back to the PS2 games. And then they take, like, the Battlefield 2 box art and then they juxtapose it with, like, the old Battlefront 2.
Yeah,
Yes.
no. I think the worst part is they're not wrong. because like you can tell that was definitely supposed to be like, oh, this is a stupid idea, and I'm like, no, that's actually a good idea. You want to know why? Because there are games being sold for less than the $60 plus microtransactions price line that EA has set. And those games provide a more full experience. They provide a better experience. You cannot argue against that. If EA wants to make good games,
dude, like,
give it to passionate developers who actually give a shit. Give them smaller budgets and tell them to go nuts.
Dude, I actually went through Psychonauts for the first time recently, and that game's like 99 cents on sale at times, and
But
I got 20 hours out of that.
Yeah, no, like the Racketeer game, An Item Shop's Tale. I bought that recently. It's from like 2010, and that game is fun. Because I think the worst part is there are PS2 games that are just better than the games that most of the games that EA put out, if not all of them, in the past 10 years. Because you got to remember, the PS2 era, the PS2 and the original Xbox were kind of like the golden age for video games, because it was the technological peak before microtransactions were even feasible. Then the PS3 was introduced, and people were like, huh, we could sell cheap costumes and shit for like $1 or $2 a piece.
Christmas got stolen by the Grinch recently. I was pretty bummed out about it. But
Oh my god!
I think the fact that the Grinch stole it was probably more happy to steal it than I am sad to see it go. The total happiness in the world increased. See, whatever.
Please tell me that one's drawn like Dr. Seuss.
No, that was me. That was me. I just
I
posted
did-
on. I
You
just
literally
posted
just posted
sad.
that, and I literally disliked it.
What's it called? What's it called? I love like people defending that comic or saying, "Oh, people are mad about it." No one's mad about it. That doesn't even make any sense. Why would we be mad about it?
It's like Lost 10 years later.
Yeah, seriously. I remember Control-Alt-Delete made another hilarious comic. Like, I'm not sure if you've ever been into the twisted mind of Tim Buckley via his comics, but those stories are really fucking dumb.
I think him and I think he either made it or somebody else made like a fan comic called Gain.
Oh. No, but did you... What's it called? Basically, his comics had a plot line, and there was like a series finale or something. I think he rebooted it later. There was a series finale. Basically, the main character dies, and his wife starts up a church, exonerating him as some sort of Christ figure. That's the end of a series about video games.
Okay. Now, I know you guys are probably familiar with this, but do you know of the thing that people do where they take Control-Alt-Delete and then they remove the middle two panels?
I've heard of that.
And somehow the comic is funnier than if it was just left in.
It's just too many words. It's like nobody. Okay, if you want to write a novel, that's one thing. But if you want to write a fucking comic,
oh my god, like
stick to simplistic terms.
PewDiePie's video on it
it actually makes sense. It actually makes sense.
Yeah, no, what's it called? I was one of those people who stopped watching PewDiePie because I got sick of his content. And then I go back and I see all this amazing shit posting.
Yeah,
I'm like, why did I ever leave?
Oh no.
Hey, I'll say this much. I don't blame you for leaving because I felt the same way, but honestly, I think PewDiePie has gotten to the point where he's like, you know what? I'm the most subscribed guy on YouTube by a mile. I'm making all this money. I might as well just do whatever the hell I want.
Yeah, because he can.
Yeah.
I think that's the best part.
And it's some good shit. Like,
He's the poster child of fucking YouTube. If they remove him, they're fucking done with, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, the YouTube moderation is in the shit.
Oh my god! Like, you heard about? Okay, more old news stuff, but you heard about what happened yesterday, right?
Yeah, with the pedophilia stuff.
The purge, yeah.
No. Yeah, the YouTube purge.
They took my daddy away, iDubbbz.
They brought him back. His channel's back.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, they brought him back, but
okay, I'd just like to point out, they got rid of PewDiePie. They got rid of not PewDiePie. They got rid of iDubbbz. They got rid of a bunch of YouTubers who legitimately did nothing wrong. Meanwhile, there are pedophiles uploading videos to YouTube, and they are not even. Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. No, but
And
what's that?
nobody
You're
cares.
a guy and you took
They
your shirt
have
off?
bots to detect words and images that these people don't like, and pedophilia is not part of that fucking filter. I just like to point that out.
One of my favorite accounts on Twitter lately is called, I forgot what it's called, but basically the whole fiasco with Twitter's verification system has...
Oh, that was amazing.
Basically,
They're eating their own shit.
Yeah, long story short, Twitter refused to verify a white supremacist, so they ended up accidentally confirming the fact that their little check mark is actually a sign of approval from them. So what this account does is that they actually quote tweet people saying really hateful stuff and saying, oh, Twitter approves of this.
Ridiculous. So so this chick that I used to know, like, she replies to my Facebook status, which is the spoof of the bike cuck, which I literally just stated. And she said, I guess she doesn't understand fucking memes at all. She said, Christmas stopped being great. More became buying holiday, most stressful time of the year, all about spending money. Now, what?
Because, you know, capitalism.
Capitalism, ho!
Dude, wasn't the whole idea of the Grinch? Isn't that the whole idea of the Grinch?
Yeah,
But
no, like,
except that when you take people present away, they actually get mad and not join hands.
yeah, pretty much.
So the entire city of Whoville was cucked.
Yeah, no, it's like, I don't know. At least to me and my family, Christmas is what you make of it. There's really not too much exchanging of gifts, because we don't care. There's usually just eating and being together. Like, I don't get what people are so mad about. Like, if they feed into the capitalistic greed of corporations, then that's on you. I don't care.
So my parents asked me the other day, when my dad asked me, I was like, so what do you want for Christmas? I was like, I don't know. And my brother looks at me and I was like, you don't know what you want? I was like, no, I'm not really materialistic, so I don't really want, quote unquote, want anything.
Like, recently, the only thing I've been asking for Christmas this year has been games, and that's only because I don't have time to get all of them. And even there, like, most of the ones I ask for are stuff that's been out for, like, a year or two, so they're discounted anyway.
Yeah, most of the time, my parents will ask me for a Christmas list, a Christmas and birthday list, because they're, like, just over 2 months apart, or, like, just under 2 months from each other. So I usually... And, like, I don't like asking for gifts specifically. I usually end up getting cash because they don't know what to give me. And that's because when I don't give them a list, they pester me about it until I finally give them a list. And when I do give them a list, it's just...
Too expensive.
It's the most expensive stuff I can think of that I really don't need to drive home the point that I don't want to give them a list.
I'll be right back.
All right.
That apple pie goes right through you.
Okay, Gimo.
Would you like to know any more specific details?
Yeah, tell me
how
how
wide
big the shit is when you come out.
Yeah, tell us how much wider your... Yeah, I'm having a stroke. Tell us how much wider your asshole is.
Can't be much wider knowing the size of you.
Oh.
Tell me how many curricks it is. I've been binge watching South Park, so.
Oh boy. Can't fucking get him.
Let's see what episode I'm on right now. Oh, it's called Coon 2. So it's
What?
Cartman doing a coon.
Oh,
The
right.
Coon. What part are you at?
I'm talking about there was a fire, and so
Have you gotten
the
to part 2? Have you gotten to part 2 at least?
Is this an episode of two-parter? I don't know.
Have you gotten to the part where they're selling cookies?
No. What is he dressed up as Coon selling cookies?
No, it's Coon and Friends selling cookies. I don't know if you've seen I don't know if you've actually seen these episodes before.
No, most episodes I've seen I haven't seen a lot of episodes of South Park before, so this is my first time going through them.
All right, you've seen part 1 at least, right?
When he first introduces him as a Coon, Mysteria or whatever comes in. I don't know if you're talking about that as the first part or not. If so, yes. It's called Hindsight. Oh, this is the one with Captain Hindsight or Superhero Hindsight that just comes in and is like, oh, this should happen.
All right, well, I'm going to explain it anyway because it's right at the beginning of part 2, but basically what happens is that they kick Cartman out of Coon and Friends, so Coon and Friends doesn't even have Coon anymore, and they ask Mysterion, hey, Mysterion, why are we still called Coon and Friends if Coon isn't in here anymore? And Mysterion's like, because it makes Cartman angry, and I find that absolutely hilarious.
I fucking hate Cartman.
Yeah, what's it called? I was watching South Park at a friend's house not too long ago. We were watching reruns. And the fucking hobo episode, the one where they treat it like a zombie apocalypse, like the more money you give to hobos, the more hobos show up.
I love that episode. It's so good.
It's so good. It's so awful. Also, like, we were watching them all in a row, and we just noticed for like 4 episodes straight, they were like teasing who was it, Cartman's or Cartman's who Cartman's father was the whole time. It was great. And you want to know the conclusion?
Oh, I know the conclusion.
I know the conclusion. The problem is they never showed it because that episode's banned.
I saw the episode.
On TV?
Not on TV. We were watching Netflix. But, no, yeah, long story short. Yeah. It turns out Cartman's mom is a hermaphrodite.
I love that.
Father.
I find that hilarious.
She's actually the father. And
no,
like, and then they started pulling up
who's the mother? And then it just ends.
Yeah, no, they're like, no, fuck that. I don't need to know.
Oh my god. You guys haven't seen 200 and 201, have you?
I most likely have. That sounds like a familiar episode.
Those were the episodes that got banned because they made fun of Muhammad.
Oh, yes!
Oh.
Okay, so, spoilers. Okay, so, do you guys want spoilers?
No, I want to look this up now.
Okay, you're not gonna be able to look them up legitly because they don't have
fine. That's fine. Oh yeah, before I forget, I'll probably be playing, I probably won't, but